Hello, friends. Today we are going to do a little bit of GUI stuff, and I will show you what I had in mind. So here is this table view in the process manager, right? And I would like it if I could hide some of these columns by right-clicking, and like a menu would show up, and it would allow me to turn on and off columns, basically. And I would like this to be that's general behavior in the table view, so that you can do it in any app that uses table views. So let's just jump right into that. So in GTableView, which is the table view widget, we are going to add a context menu event, I think it's called. Yeah. And basically, you get this event whenever the user right-clicks on the widget. And then, of course, we have to figure out inside the table view if we are context menu clicking on the on a header or like on a entry or on like a table row. Because in that case, we're going to want to do something entirely different, but that's not for today. So let's say that. Well, if there's no model, then we can just return. Okay. Then we will say, do we have this adjusted position? Yeah. So auto adjusted position. Wait, hold on. We don't care about that right now. We only care about event.position.y. If it's less than header height, then we are in the headers. Otherwise, let's just print out context menu event. Implement for table rows. Okay. We'll return at the end of that. And now what we're going to want to do here is make a menu and show it. So I guess I was thinking we could make the menu on demand, but we can also have one prepared or like a lazily constructed one. So let's just put one here. Header context menu. I think that's fine. And oh yeah, right. And ensure header context menu. Okay, and then we will implement this in a moment. First, we'll just say ensure header context menu dot pop up at event screen position. Yeah, I think that's fine. So let's see what to put in this thing. Okay, so if no header context menu, then we make one. And do we have to call it something? Yes, we do. We just call it header, whatever, empty string. It's fine. Probably we should relax on this requirement for gmenu to even have a name, but not now. Okay. And we are going to want to add some actions to it. One action for every column. So first off, let's assert that we have a model, because otherwise it's going to screw up everything. And we'll say g action. Oh well, actually we're going to want to keep these around. But where the hell do we put them? I guess together with the column data, really. So we can say retain footer GAction. And it will be something like, I'll just call it action. Visibility action, hiding action. I'll call it the hiding action. Okay. Now the visibility action. Okay. And then we will iterate through all the columns. Column count. And let's say column data I dot visibility action is GAction create. And we need to include GAction. Okay. So GAction create. Now we need the name of that action. So that will just be the oh geez, how do we do this? The data. Wait, how do we even generate the indices here? I gotta look. Column metadata, blah blah blah. Yeah, okay, so we have to call model index to get an index. Okay, I was just a little bit confused about how this thing works. Okay, so we call model index with I guess it's only the column that matters. Can rename this thing here to column. Wait, what the hell am I thinking? I don't need to extract any data. I just need column name. Right, column. And we do want the callback. So the callback is going to be this, or what does the GAction callback contain? Contains the GAction. Well, that's actually perfect. Okay, so action, and then we'll say action set checked is action not checked. That's a column here, okay. And model set, oh shit, what's this thing called? Set column, some hidden thing. Set column hidden, okay. Set column hidden. We need to capture column as well. Is this gonna work? I wonder. Well, we'll find out. And action is checked. Actually, action not checked. Okay, so let's make this a little easier for ourselves here. So column data, let's put this in a variable because then we can also do a few more things. So I feel like we're going to want to set the initial visibility, set checkable true. Definitely want that to be true, and we also want it to be set to checked true because, yeah, because it's going to be visible by default. Right. Let's see if this thing builds the way I'm imagining it would. I'm a little bit worried about the capture thing working here because I'm not entirely confident that it will capture something that is temporary like this, but maybe I'm just misunderstanding something. So let's see. Blah, blah, blah. And what is wrong with this exactly? Action create. Oh, well, that doesn't need to be const. Callback is supposed to not be const, yeah, because you have to be able to modify the action from the callback. But that's just an oversight, I think. So let's just fix the constructor of everywhere. Okay. Yeah, because in the GAction callback, you want to be able to modify the GAction so that you can, for instance, check and uncheck the action in the callback. Obviously, that's really useful. Although maybe I would like to have something like automatic check uncheck action that is sort of aware that it's a checkable and then somehow does some of that for me. I don't know how that should work exactly, but I mean, I guess what it would do is that when you activate it, it would check uncheck itself. So okay, so let's see what we got. I think we got a crash. Yes, we did. Okay. And try to pop up an empty menu. Sounds like I did that because the Windows server is saying, hey, you're popping up an empty menu. It's an assertion failure to do that. Okay. So we created an action here, but we didn't actually add it to the menu. So that's obviously what we need to do. Add action, column data, visibility action. And star that thing. Okay. Okay, now we have these. Click name, name goes away. User, user goes away. Name, name comes back. User, user comes back. And oh yeah, the icon thing here is like an empty one. I'm just not going to care about that one right now, but there's obviously something slightly nicer that could be done for that one. But this seems to work quite nicely. It's very cool. Okay, so let's frickin' try it in some other app. Let's try it in the file manager. Just have to rebuild that. Just a moment. File manager. Okay, come on, file manager. Let me see you. You remove that. I know. Oh, you couldn't even see that. Size, mode. Oh, it's a bit silly that you can see that there's a mouse event that goes through that causes it to change the sort order. So we definitely don't want that to happen because that's silly. So I guess the obvious thing to change is that right mouse clicking on a header shouldn't do anything like that. So in GTableView mouse down event, if we are clicking on a header, then if it's left, then yeah, but that's for the grabber, for the resizing, and then yeah, so we should probably just ignore anything that's not left mouse. Okay, so then we'll just say return for those. And auto indent, remove. And let's try this again. file manager. Okay. And we can still change it that way. That's very nice. What's the icon? And yeah, does exactly what you would expect. Cool, very cool. Okay, let's do a little bit of a code review then. Okay, so this is just my hack to start the process manager on boot. Ignore. Okay, so in GAction, we changed the constructor so it now takes the function, the callback thingy doesn't require passing a const GAction because we want a mutable one anyway. This is just what we were changing there. It's a lot of changed lines just for that. Okay, so in GTableView mouse down, if you are clicking the header with anything other than the left button, then we just ignore it. Yeah, that's cool. And then here is the lazy constructor for the header context menu. So if we don't have a header context menu, we create a new G menu, and then we go through the columns in the model, and for each column we create a GAction with column name, and then we make a callback that changes the checked state of the action and passes on the checked state to the column hidden setting for that column. So that works really nicely actually. And then of course every one of these starts out in checkable and checked state. Cool, okay. And then in the context menu event handler for the GTableView, we simply check if this is if this event hits the header, and if so, then we make sure the context menu is instantiated and then pop it up at the event screen position. And then we had that fix me that we print out if you are trying to get a context menu for a table row. And then here was the header declaration for the context menu event, and adding the visibility action to the column data struct. And down here is the context menu. So we cache the context menu in the view. I think that's cool. I'm kind of thinking about should have a fix me that says this menu needs to be rebuilt if the model changes. Model is swapped out. I guess. Or if the column count names change. Count names change. Okay. Yeah, so we'll leave that as a fix me because I don't really have a notification mechanism for that. And then I just want to see that fix me comes out. Yeah, so here, fix me implement for table rows. That's cool. Okay, so let's run the CPU. Cool. Let's commit. Oh, hold on. Let's not commit the init change. So let's commit only the libgui stuff. So GTableView. Make it possible to show columns in a context menu. Context menu when clicking headers of a GTable there, and allow the user to enable disable hide show individual columns. Cool. Push, and let's see one more time, because it was pretty sweet. Oh shit, this is not, I have to actually rebuild the process manager version of it, because I didn't relink that. One day we're going to have dynamic linking. One day. Okay, cool, but what if I don't want to see the syscalls? Ha! Great! That is so neat. Okay, so I think that this is going to be it for this video. So if you made it this far, then I thank you for watching and for coming back, and I will see you next time.